Throughout the 70s, 80s and 90s, the name John Crozier was known across the Latrobe Valley and beyond. Be it through guitar lessons, guitar setups, or being one of the lucky few to own one of John's custom-built guitars, he was well known and respected. With consideration to his recent health battles, we were particularly honoured to spend some time with John this month.
So what drew you to the guitar?
What drew me to guitar was drawing guitars.
Oh, drawing guitars?
Yeah, I was fascinated because I used to. Well, one of the things I used to really like watching I used to watch the Beatles cartoon show. People might not know that there was actually a cartoon show of the Beatles, and believe it or not, it wasn't actually their voices on it. There's people doing their voices. The songs were actually theirs, but yeah, and because the guitars were drawn kind of funny. Plus, like just looking at the various players and looking at the Beatles and going, oh, what's that? You know, and the Rickenbackers and Paul McCartney's, Beatle basses it later became known, but it wasn't called that. It was just that's what it was. It was actually
off the shelf, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was Paul being cheap. It was a Hoffman. It was the cheapest thing you could afford. It turned out to have a great sound actually. So, and I remember I drew this one, and I was fascinated by this red colour. And in the Fender catalogue, it's called Fiesta Red. And when it fades over the years, people call it salmon pink because it fades. But I remember drawing this red guitar and I called it Tomato Soup Red. And then Tony Clabro came and taught some lessons at the school.
How old were you then at school?
I would have been 16.
16, yep.
Yeah.
And that was at your lawn?
Yeah.
Still? Yep.
That was at Lawn High, and he came, taught some class lessons. And he'd actually dragged me outside, gave me individual lesson. I appreciate the fact that he did that, but he gave the other kids, this basic stuff, chords and stuff. And he started showing me some lead, playing and stuff, and that was good. I remember he asked me, because he was asking the students if anyone played, and I said yeah. There's a couple of other people. It was Jeff Cook, Peter Cook's younger brother, could play a bit. Said, can you play G and C and all this? He said to me, can you play F sharp minor? Oh yeah, and Bach Orchestra. And he said, F sharp minor 7. I said, well, you want this one? Or I just lift my little finger off, you want me to put the 7th down there on the 2nd string? He went, I was going to add the extra 7th. And so that's when he said, I'll take your sock guy outside and show you some stuff.
So you think he saw something in you early on?
Yeah, he did, yeah. And I did go to some lessons in Morwell for a little while. I was his last student of the evening. The lesson was at 7:30. But he used to give me extra time there, and I will give him that. He gave me the extra time, but unfortunately my father wasn't very happy about that. That was the end of those lessons. And that was unfortunate, but I kept on regarding Yodels, and eventually I ended up teaching guitar at Barry Hewitt's Music Centre. I thought, well, I can teach people. And I taught myself to read as I was going. And similar to what Tony did, really. I mean, when he was teaching us in high school, there was no music reading involved. But, it was a done thing, When Barry Hewitt had a sign outside guitar lessons, note reading. Oh, note reading, it's like a big deal, note reading. It sounds really amateurish when you think of it now.
Note reading.
Oh, I'm going to teach you note reading. I was like, yeah, well, it's not just about note reading, but it's funny, I sort of knew all my notes and a hell of a lot of chords. And then I actually learnt them to read the music after the fact. That actually was a bit of a nuisance because I was, Australians read this stuff, and I already playing in a band and playing lead and stuff.
How did you get involved with Barry?
Well, I just hung around the shop a lot and annoyed the crap out of him, really. I just kept coming in all the time. He used to say to me, when he sold the business, Mr. Kenrick Taggart. We had a bit of a concert there, and he did a bit of a speech. And he said in the speech, he said, and John Crozier, he used to come in here, he was just this derro. He was just this derro with an old school bag. He used to hang around all the time. Good on you, Baz. Oh, derro. He used to call me derro. It's not the thing to say these days, but what he meant, hippie.
I'm a bit choked up here. It's going to be a sad thing for John to go, unfortunately. He's been around the valley when I was 14, I used to go and watch John play when I was 9 years old. Mum and Dad didn't let me out, down the youth club when Locusts were playing down the Yulong North Youth Club. And so, I've been watching these John play for years, and now I finally got to play with the guy, and here we still are now. And I'm sure all the guys in the band and everyone in the whole valley feel all the same way about this thing. It's going to be a huge loss for us in the valley, particularly his guitar doctoring. There's not many guys in the country, as far as I'm concerned, that work on guitars as good as John. Considering I'm a drummer, of course, I really I've seen his work, and he's a great player, he's a great bloke, and I really wish him well, So, thanks a lot. A reply? Do we want a reply?
Oh, gee, as I said before, I'd like to thank all people who have helped, and I reckon will still help with my musical development from the area. I'll still be keeping in touch with everyone. I know I didn't mention everyone because that's impossible. So, okay, Amanda, you out there? Etc., etc. I think we should just get on with the show and finish. I'm rather embarrassed. Thanks, everybody. John Crozier. We're going to finish with 1, 2, or 2,
One day this little old lady walks in the shop, and it used to be some other shop. We just moved to the big shop near the LV Hotel. There was a big shop, and you can see wall-to-wall guitars. Like there's the corridor, and there's guitars hanging at this side, guitars hanging that side. Just raw, Yep. And there's the workshop, and then there's the office and the counter. This lady walks all the way down past all these guitars. This lady goes, she said, do you sell musical instruments? I said, no, lady, it's just three-dimensional wallpaper. Do you sell musical? No, it's just three-dimensional wallpaper, I said. I didn't know, what do you sell? But she just walked, ignoring everything. Yeah, she walked up just sort of blindly and just asked if we sold musical instruments, We had a meeting. Ken bought the business and Barry actually stipulated in the contract that I was to be kept on as part of the chattels. Like he said, I've got to keep John on, because he's been here all these years. I don't know what you mentioned about Danny, but he kept Danny on too. Danny eventually left, but Danny was good because and Danny started teaching, and I got a bit iffy about it. I went, nah, that's not fair. Yeah. Nah, this guy's got to know his stuff properly. But he was really a real whiz. He just figure out stuff really quick. The first gig was a 21st birthday party. It's a fella in Hearns Oak. Oh, yeah. Yep. Old Hearns Oak, just out of Yulong, little place. I think it was just in his house, and then we played. So we were a garage band, so we played in the garage. And let's see, there's me on guitar, Peter Cook on bass, Brian Glasper on drums. He later became a keyboard player. And Russell Brown on lead vocals. And Russell wasn't with us for long, but yeah, that was our first gig. We had 14 songs in the set, and we played for 6 hours, almost non-stop, like, and drinking and like, yeah, playing the 21st, and well, we got through it, and like we played some songs like I don't know how many times, and there were 14 songs, and like I could probably just about remember what they were, you know. I was the effects king.
Were you?
I was the first effects man on the block. Everyone used to say, "Oh man, you got some sounds happening there." Because mate, I was the first guy with a phaser. Yeah, Ibanez phaser. Ibanez Phase 90.
Yep.
Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Oh yeah. Then they're talking about, it's a germanium transistor with And they go, oh, it's getting as bad as the valves, you know. That's basically what I use. I've used all that.
Well, we heard that you wanted to have an acoustic, so we organised to get one for you.
What?
So this is for you.
Bullshit.
It's a gift.
It's a gift
From the show.
What? What? This is good. Wow.
JC on the guitar.
There he is, John Crozier. I'd like to invite Leonie Curley up, sister of John, up to the. Please welcome Leonie, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? You well? Yeah, very, very well. Did that? We're on the camera over here. You want to say hi to anybody over there?
Hi, bro. He's probably watching.
I'd say he would be. Did you learn anything new from that little interview?
No, not really. Not really.
You there? You've lived and breathed all this?
Yeah. I was there at the last gig, and yeah, it was sad. It
Now
was really
I've got to
sad.
clarify. As soon as you said New South Wales and I
Yeah.
said Queensland. So he's in a place called Urbanville, which is 2 kilometres from the Queensland border. So you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, because he went to Lismore first
Yes.
to go to uni, like a music uni type thing, and then he's in the nursing home now in Urbanville, which is like about 2 hours from Lismore.
And he sort of slipped into obscurity, as we were saying. Did he
Yeah.
lose a bit of contact with his friends and family
Yeah,
down
he
here?
has. But with Facebook, it's been amazing, and you guys have been amazing. Thanks, Brett.
No worries.
Big wave.
Amazing. Like now he's on Facebook, where he's out in the middle of nowhere, there's no service, but now they've got service, so he's joined Facebook and he's on the band page. Thanks, Greg, for doing the band page, because
Yes.
that's amazing too, with heaps of photos that I've never seen, and John's probably never seen them either. And he's back in contact with, like his best mates, John Werner, Danny Eddy.
You can name them or you
Yeah.
can go, but it's hard when you've got
Yeah,
pressure
yeah,
of the
yeah.
camera on you right now.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
many,
this show's
so
all
many.
about. We're
Yeah.
trying to get all the musicians around all of Gippsland to stay
Sandy,
connected.
Sandy, Ning, all
Yes.
those. Like, Rennie rang him the other week and spoke to him for 40 minutes.
Yes.
And that's awesome because he's lost contact and now they're all back in contact with him and, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's great that they've all been connected, and we
Yeah.
hope that this is also get you guys even more connected.
Yeah.
And next time you talk to him on the phone, you've got some great uplifting conversations to
Yeah.
go over.
I
It'll be
will,
fantastic.
yeah.
He might even play you a new lick on his new guitar.
When we were were really little, well, when I was really little, he always used to play me Old Man Emu.
Oh, yeah?
You know that one?
I do.
You can run the fast as a
Kangaroo.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah, he
don't
should
worry about
still
those.
play me that.
He-
He should.
He should,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
We'll get to,
yeah.
Please thank Leonie for coming up and having a chat with us. Stay here, though. Mel, have you had any messages online about this?
Stacks. So many. So Ben, John was my first guitar teacher in 1986 to 87. Weekly visits to upstairs studio in Buckley Street, Morwell. Great start in music. Willie, good name, love it. I was 13 years old and went to my first school dance at the YMCA in Yallourn North, and Locust were playing. So
Yeah.
cool. Sandy Clark, great musician and even nicer guy. So yeah.
Love you, Sandy.
Yeah, we all love Sandy.
We all do, especially Mel. Look out.
Oh, look, come
It's a
on.
love affair from way back.
Sharon, I was in year 12 at Yallourn with John. He played the end of year speech night and was so professional and cool. Don't you love being called cool?
Yeah.
I love being called cool. Never happens, but I love it.
You're cool, Mel.
Oh, thanks. I was fishing. Okay. Wayne, saw Locust support Skyhooks at Moe Town Hall. Still reckon they were better than Skyhooks.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice. I like that. Steve, great bloke and guitarist. See, I told you, this could go forever.
Yeah.
Graham, used to play gigs with Locust. They were a bloody awesome unit. Love it. Sharon, hats off to John. Great player. First guy I ever saw play Stevie Wonder right.
Yeah,
that's,
right.
That's a huge compliment. Yeah. Martin, a blast from the past. Used to watch them play at St. Mick's Dance on a Sunday. Yeah.
Beautiful. It was so great to be connected with John, and we can't thank you. It was really important that you were here tonight as well, Leonie. It's what it's all about. So thank you again to Leonie. Hello to John watching. Where is he again? Urbanville, right near the Queensland border.